Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Boomer here playing survival. Welcome to the Olympic-sized swimming pool. Actually, we are out here at the squid farm, and this was stage one, getting the farm up and running, and we've done that. And it's been a pretty productive farm for the most part. Having had a chance to let it run for a while and see how it works compared to simply just building a box and putting the fence gates underneath it, for all the extra effort, it may not have been worth it, but it was something unique and different to try. It's not bad. I mean, it's not that much slower compared to just a simple big box of water with squids falling in. And the nice thing is, I don't have to sort out all the other kinds of fish. I don't have to worry about dolphins getting caught in here and having the Humane Society and all the other animal rights activist groups knocking down my door. So we've got a pretty safe thing here. So we're just getting rid of squids. But what we've realized is that the raw squids, the raw ink, they need to be refined. And so we're going to actually add a refinery onto this process where we're going to enclose this in. I've opened this up enough to enclose the building. At some point, we'll come back as we're mining sand and dirt and stone and sandstone and everything else that's out here. We'll eventually open this up so you'll see more of it, because right now, we simply just poked out the ravine to get at this. So here's what we've got. So we'll eventually clear a lot of this back at some point as our game progresses and we're mining. But for now, we are going to enclose this and create a factory that will actually, it's going to be the processing, getting the air cleaned up. We find out we're emitting some type of black smoke or squid smoke is coming out of here. So we're going to set up a factory to help reduce that and get rid of the darkness, I guess, that's been created by it. So we're going to get to work on building. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we have the exterior of the building done. We've gone with a polished diorite. Yes, I know, no one thinks diorite's useful for anything, but it actually turned out kind of nice in this build. So we've done a polished diorite for the inner frames, quartz to kind of augment that, and then we've gone with black concrete all the way around the top to kind of frame this whole building in a little bit. So that's got the inside going, but we still have two other things to do. Inside, we need to actually put our ceiling in. That's going to house our filtration system. And then up on top of the building are going to be our two filters. One is going to be to pull the air up. The other one will be to push the air back down there, so at least the air is clean, recycled. When the squids are up and doing their thing and we're harvesting them, they're not emitting that black smoke anymore that we don't want. So I'm going to place those in real quick. Take me just a couple of minutes. I'm not going to time lapse that. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back. We're just putting on the finishing touches here up on the roof. The landlords wanted us to paint. I said, okay, that's fine. We're just going to carpet it down so that we don't have any mob spawning, because the last thing I want to do is come out here and have Mr. Boom get blown up by Mr. Kaboom. if you know what I mean. We don't need any creepers spawning in this building. You know, we're trying to keep the air pure and clean for the squids. We want to make sure, you know, we don't ruin the environment, but at the same point, we don't want to ruin the building. And, you know, we noticed something. As soon as we plug this thing in, turn on, we got it going. Air gets sucked up here. You can see it's filtering out, transfers over back down here, and the air gets thrown back in. We're already starting to see just how much smoke we're catching because the filtration system is already turning black in some spots. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on the filtration system here, but it is working. We're going to drop down here. Hopefully we're not going to get attacked by any mobs. I know there's quite a few of them running around here. This guy's trying to get in a building. He's a building inspector, and we weren't too thrilled with his last assessment. All right, so we've got our filtration system set in. You can see it is running full steam. It's lit. It's good. The squids have a nice, safe, clean environment. Okay, I thought I told this builder no. Whoa. Get over here. Come on. We fixed everything. Go home. Ooh, dropped us an iron ingot. Nice. We'll probably come back here and maybe mud jack the floor a little bit, lay down a stone just to make it a little bit more supportive. But our squid farm is done for now, so we're going to simply drop off these extra materials. We'll come back for them at a later date. We want the torches. But we'll get rid of all this for now. And I think what we're going to do today, just to finish up, and I'll bring these with us, we're going to head back to where the base was going to be over the guardian farm and start working a little bit on the floor. So we'll see you in just a second. All right, so we're back here, and we started a little bit, and we've been really kind of playing around with this design. We did trim one more, what was that? We did trim one more layer down. We wanted to maximize the impact of being the height and still be able to put everything in. And I've started placing end stone slabs down. I had two challenges to work with. One was either lighting, in which case I needed either sea lanterns or torches and come back once the guardian farm's up and running, put the sea lanterns in. But as I'm sure you've already seen in other clips where slimes are just everywhere. And so to get them to stop spawning, I have two options really. Well, probably more than two, but two realistic options with the build. One was to go with a half slab design. Unfortunately, my design could not do that because there was a lot of concrete, glazed terracotta, and sea lanterns. The other option was to lay the floor down and put glass over it. But then when I'm looking at how the walls are going to go with it, I would have had to have done a double layer of dark priz around the edge. And with what I'm going to be building, this will actually go pretty good with the flooring. So we're going to get a bunch of this floor down really quick, see how much of the slimes we can stop spawning, because I continue to be getting slaughtered everywhere. So let me get some of this down here. And hopefully by the video you can see what I was talking about, the problem with slimes. I got attacked so many times by 3x3 slimes. I've had literally in this entire section 10 or 12 at a time chasing me down. I don't know that bad, unfortunately. So Now we have absolutely nothing spawning down here day or night. That's going to allow us to build a little bit of peace. We've got the ink factory done, so now we need to start setting up the drop collection area for our Guardian farm. And what we're going to set up is a 25 by 25. This just simply represents the dead center of this circle to keep me in count. So what we've got to do is we've got to go up 12 more blocks beyond this because it's doing 25 by 25. And then we've got to nail down the corners here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, see, I hate when I get a visual glitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, I can count today. All right. It must be a good day. Okay, so there's one. And these are just the four corners of, yeah, here we go. Right there, right? Yeah. Just the four corners of the pillars for the farm. Just to make sure we have these lined up right. Let's turn on a chords just to make sure. Okay, so 65. Jeez, the heck was that? Okay, so they're 25 apart. Let's do that again. So go back. Okay. Here we go, right there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. And now we should be able to visually just line up the last one. Okay, right there and right here. Bingo. All right. 2, 3, 4. So the first thing we're going to lay down is our redstone timing circuit to trip the minecarts. Excuse me. We're going to use 23 hopper minecarts going back and forth. And instead of running a clock or, I mean, I could do a, bamboo and a daylight sensor once it grows. I want to keep it efficient. I don't want to have a whole bunch of drops lying around on the server just to prevent lag. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a minecart run around this track. And every time it makes it back to the fourth leg, there's going to be a detector rail, activator rail that's going to run over, which will send a redstone signal to fire the mine carts. That way we're not using a clock, we're not using tons of hoppers going back and forth. The mine cart simply runs on its own. And so we need to start knocking this out real quick here. There's always the danger of trying to keep the redstone lag to a bare minimum on a server. And, we looked into a lot of different options, and I think the minecart's probably going to be the best. And you might say, well, it's running. Well, yeah, it is. I'm going to come down here because this is going to be faster. It may be running, oops, while we're on the server. However, there we go. I don't see it as an issue. Whoops. I hope if I have more in my inventory. Okay, there we go. I wanted to hit this one exactly to get back up here. So we'll run, I should probably build a stairwell or something up here because I do need to get back up there. We'll run the rails and get it all set up, and I'll be right back. Mine carts are all in place, and it's time we remember to use hopper mine carts. Every time this rail comes around, oh, you just saw it, it goes by. And I think earlier I said the incorrect rail too. Oh, that's right, I can't, that's a half slab. Well, why not just do this the easy way? There is none because I placed a half slab anyways. So minecart goes around and it's going to hit the detector rail, which reverses the signal on this torch, which flips that one. And above there, as we'll pounce up here to watch it, hits right in the center of the 23 glowstone dust, which hits the repeaters, which fires all of the hopper minecarts. collecting all the drops, going into the hoppers directly below them. And put that back. So all of my hoppers are right there. They're going to work their way down here. And then we're going to send a collection system going out this way with this chest sorting system, actually, I should say. So that we've got each one sorted and ready to go. So what we need to do, we're going to do two more things. Obviously, we need to build up the Guardian farm itself. And for this one, we're going to make it real simple. We're going to build a 25 by 25 tank. We're going to put down, what is the math on that? Yeah, 529 fence gates. We're going to fill it all with water, and then we're going to let them drop. Now, the downside to filling it, because this is 25 by 25, if I do 25 by 25 up there, as you all know, mobs can move as they fall. And I don't want them getting outside of this. Now, we're going to have them fall high enough that they're going to die no matter what. I just don't want drops missing the target. I want to collect them all and make sure, you know, everything goes into the system. So we are actually going to enclose the entire thing inside of glass, forcing the mobs to stay within the chamber, and then we'll be able to collect everything that hits within there. This is actually beyond the 25 by 25 chamber, so we don't have to worry about covering that. But essentially, from glowstone to glowstone to glowstone to glowstone, that entire thing is going to go up. Hey guys, you know what? I just realized it's getting pretty late. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up anyways, because I do want to get it edited and out to you guys. So our next episode, we will finish off the green farm. We'll build the chamber to house everything. We'll even decorate it just a little bit. So I thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. But remember, you always, when playing Minecraft, you've got to go boomer or you got to go home. We'll see you later.